Hello and welcome everyone to today's coding challenge. Today we are going to discuss a problem on code forces. This is problem A, maximum neighborhood. This problem states that we have a n cross n grid filled with numbers as follows. The first row contains the integers from 1 to n from left to right, that means from this direction toward this direction, and the second row contains elements from n plus 1 to 2n, that means 5 to 8 for n equals to 4. Similarly, the last row contains elements ranging from n square minus n plus 1 to n square. More formally, for every n we have elements from range 1 to n square. Let's define the cost of a wall as its value plus the sum of its neighboring cells values. And two cells are considered to be neighbor cells if they share a side. That means if they share any of the four boundaries, the cells will be neighboring cells. We have to find out the maximum cost among all the cells in the grid. That means if we have a grid, we have to choose a cell in such a way that adding the value of that cell plus adding the value of all its neighbor cells will give us a maximum achievable answer from that grid, and we have to print that. Now for n equals to 4, we can see that if we choose this cell n15, that will give us the maximum answer possible for n equals to 4. This will give us 15 plus 11 plus 14 plus 16. That means this will give us a maximum achievable answer as 56. No other cell can give us a maximum answer greater than this 56. If we try to choose this 16, this will give us as 16 plus its neighbor cells, that means 12 plus 15. So that will be basically this 16 plus 15 is 31 and plus 12 is 47 only. So 47 is basically smaller than this 56. So no other cell can give us a better answer than choosing this 15. So for n equals to 4, we have a maximum answer possible as 56. Look at the other examples as well. For n equals to 1, the maximum achievable answer is only 1 because there is only one element in our grid. So that will be our answer. For n equals to 2, the grid will look like as 1, 2, 3 and 4. If we choose this one, the maximum answer will be 1 plus the neighboring cell values of that one. That means 1 plus 2 is 3 and the other neighbor will be this 3. So 3 plus 3 is 6. For this one, the maximum answer can be 6. But if we choose this 4, the answer will be this 4 plus this 2, that means 6 plus its neighbor this 3, that is 9. So the 9 is the maximum achievable answer for n equals to 2. So we print 9 for n equals to 2. Similarly, for n equals to 3, the maximum achievable answer is 29. For n equals to 4, that will be 56 as we can see here, and for 5 it will be 95. Now the input format is the first line contains a single integer t, the number of test cases, and in every test cases the only line of each test case contains a single integer n that defines the dimensions of our grid. So in very firm note, we have to first made our grid. We have to make our grid for every n, and then we have to do a brute force for every cell. That means we have to traverse every cell of our grid first, and while we are on our grid we have to find out the sum of all the neighbors of our cell. That means if we are on this one, the all possible neighbors of this one will be this 5 and 2. There will be no up and no left, because the dimensions of this matrix are basically is from 0 to n minus 1. So for this 6, the neighboring cells will be this 5, 2, 7 and 10. Now let us look at the code first. We take up integer t as our test case. Now we will run a loop for I equals to 0 till I is less than t, and in every test case t we take a input n that will be the size of our array or the grid. Now make a 2D list or 2D array for our n cross n grid like this, and we'll run a loop for I in range n and j in range n. Now our I cross j, the cell is filled with the value I into n plus j plus 1. That means if we are on our first cell, that means I equals to 0, and in I equals to 0 the j ranges from 0 till n. So j is 0, so this ARR will be 0 of 0. 0 into 4 plus 0 plus 1. That means 0 into 4 is 0 plus 0 plus 1. That means 0 plus 0 plus 1. So 0 of 0 contains 1. Similarly, when j is incremented from 0 to 1, this 0 comma 1 contains 0 into 4. That means 0 plus 1 plus 1. So this 0 comma 1 contains 2. Similarly 0 comma 2 contains 3, and similarly our grid will be filled in this way. Now after filling our grid, we start moving on every cell for I equals to 0. In every I, the j ranges from 0 to n like this. J is ranging from 0 to n. Now for every cell, if we are on this cell, look carefully. The coordinates of this cell will be r comma c, and for this cell, if we have to find out the 4 neighbors of this cell, so what could be the coordinates of those 4 neighbors? If the coordinates of this 6 will be r comma c. So first look out for this 2. This is in the same column, so this c will be remain same for this 6 and this 2. The only change in this row, so we decrement a row by 1 to move from 6 to this 2. So the coordinates will be r minus 1 comma c. Similarly for this 10 the coordinates will be r plus 1 comma c. That means we are in the same column, but for this 2 the row is decremented by 1. For this 10 the row is incremented by 1. Similarly this 5 and 6 will be, row will be the same, but the column is decremented here and column is incremented here. So the coordinates of the 4 neighboring cells will be minus 1 comma 0. This is 0 comma 1. That means row will be same, but the column is incremented by 1. Similarly that this will be minus, this will be 1 comma 0, and this will be minus 1 comma, this will be 0 comma minus 1. So we make of dirs as -1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 0, -1 for left, right, up and down. Now for every cell, that means if we are on I, j, we are on I, j, the score will be initially 0. Initially the score will be 0 and we start moving on the four neighboring cells of this I, j. So for D in DIRs, first extract the coordinates for the left cell, then the right cell, up and down. The new NR, NC will be I, that means the previous row plus the coordinates of our new row, and the previous column plus the coordinates of our new column. Now we also have to check that whether this NR, NC are the valid coordinates or not. Suppose if we are on this one, so the left coordinates for this will be our invalid coordinates. So we have to check the conditions that NR will be in the range from 0 to less than n, and we add the value of that cells into our scores. That means for this one the value will be this 2 plus this 5, that means 7. Now this is also added in our score. So finally, after adding all the neighbors value in our score, we have to check that whether this is maximum in to our answer plus comma score plus the value of our current I of j, and if this is maximum from our previous answer, we can update our answer, and finally we can print that as our final answer. So this will be the code for this problem. Let us download this file. And now let us submit here in Python 3. Now let us submit this and check if it is running fine or not. This is in queue.